We are on the road. I'm moving my son to Charleston, South Carolina, where he's going to be stationed. So you can see the van is full of stuff. And we hit the road early this morning and hoping to get down to South Carolina sometime after lunch. So far so good as far as our trip is concerned. And you know, it's a big day, big moment for my son as he's kind of off on his own now. And so van's been a great tool to kind of help us. As you can see, we're packed full of stuff. He's towing a trailer, and his vehicle's full of stuff. And so it's going to give me a place to stay tonight. We're going to stay at a Harvest Host just outside of where he is staying. So again, van life is providing us with a little bit of a home. It also is allowing us to transport some of his stuff. So we'll check you back when we get to the Harvest Host later this evening. Well, you can't take a trip down south without stopping at a Buc-ee's. And this one in Florence just opened up. I guess we're about an hour and a half from where we need to be in South Carolina. But oh my God, I think everybody in the world is traveling today. And they all decided to come to Buc-ee's in Florence off of 95, because there isn't a gas pump or a parking space that isn't full. And inside is even worse. There's several hundred people in Buc-ee's today. So crazy. Good morning. Well, we got Jacob all unpacked and settled in his new place. It took most of the day. So we ended up staying at a Harvest Host, Hope Haven Equestrian Center and Farm, just outside of Summerville, South Carolina. Steve was super nice last night. I got in really late, and he came out and got me to where I'm sitting. There's four other folks here in the little area that we're in. So it was pretty peaceful, with the exception of, I forget about farms. They often have roosters, and they have no idea when the sun comes up, because the rooster here started crowing at about 3:30 this morning and hasn't stopped. So I slept well when I slept, but the rooster kind of got me up early this morning. So I'll let you take a look around now that the sun's coming. It's just a quiet little area out here. So pretty cool, nice and peaceful, nice and safe. We made some changes to the van since the last time we were out. We got our floors in. We got stops for the refrigerator to keep that from sliding. And all the drawers and the drawer latches are all in. So we were starting to get stuff organized. I also made this convenient little step. And it comes up and then fits just like that. And the reason for that is for the dogs, so that we have the doors shut. You have a nice level surface and they don't drop down, but then it serves as a step up into the van. So I just covered it with the same material for the floor that we had. So it makes it real nice for getting in and out. And then again, of course, it extends that floor surface in the back. So that's turned out pretty good. So today I'm gonna go eat brunch with my son, and then I'm going to meet Emily in Raleigh, and she's staying with her mother for a night, and I'm gonna pick her up, and then we're gonna stay in a couple different places for the next few days and just kind of have like a mini vacation. So I think the first night or two we're staying at Raven's Roost State Park, just south of Raleigh. So that should be good. Lots of hiking and cool stuff. So yeah, so van life's pretty good for us right now. So it's you know, each time we come out, the van's a little bit more done, so we have more storage, we have more space, things are less cluttered, and so it's really working out pretty good. So I guess we'll see you again. I may go into Charleston this morning before we eat brunch, and if we do, I'll record something. If not, then Raven's Roost will be our next stop. Sometimes you get to park right here. Came into Charleston and I'm sitting down at the battery right out there looking on the water. So opening the sliding door, and we're waterside, so pretty cool. So we're gonna hang out here until Jacob gets up, I reckon. So nice out here today. It's along the battery in Charleston. Right after leaving Charleston, I met up with Jacob and we got some brunch at Cracker Barrel, and then went back to his place and started putting together some IKEA furniture. So that stuff is not difficult to put together, it just takes some time, but you know, great value, and it looks good, serves a good purpose for him. So we got all that done, and I am about to pick Emily up. So I'm meeting her in Raleigh. She has family in Raleigh, and so we're going to meet up there, and then we're going to head south from Raleigh about 55 minutes to the state park that we're going to stay out for the next couple days. So looking forward to seeing her, and she's got the dogs with her as well, so we'll have a full van here shortly. All right, so we successfully picked up Emily and the dogs yesterday from her mom's house in Raleigh, and there's Sam. Henry's sleeping. So we're at Ravens Rock State Park. We're about an hour southwest of Raleigh, and we are stay here for 2 nights. So we got in yesterday evening around 7 o'clock, and so we're going to stay another night tonight. And this morning we got up early and went for a nice trail run, and I'll show you what our campsite looks like real quick. So here we're set up. There's our dragonfly tarp. If you guys are interested in that, I got an install video on that. It gives us a great shade area. Mainly, it's an extension of the van. So, you know, if it's raining or it's super sunny, you know, we have a nice place to keep the dogs and for us to sit and everything else. This campground is kind of small. But it's relatively new and nice. We got our, you know, hammock set up too. So we had trees perfectly spaced around. What do you think of the campground?
It's a great campground. I think when we researched it, it's less than 5 years old. Small, super clean. The trails are great. We had a really nice, it was more than a 10K hike this morning, run. 7 mile run. It was a 7-mile run, and we found an access trail that's not on the map from the campground to the main part of the park to get on all the trails, and it was super nice. Not crowded, very clean.
Yep.
Highly recommend.
The backside of the trail loop that we did runs along the tributaries that fill up the river. So
Cape Fear River.
So it was really nice. Kind of winds yourself through the woods. So it was pretty cool. There were no people. I mean, it's a Monday, so there's no one here really, especially no one on the trails. So we're going to take the dogs on a walk to Raven's Rock, which is kind of where the campground is kind of named after, where there's this rocky plateau that you look over the Cape Fear River. So we'll bring you guys along for that. And yeah, we'll end up planning on doing that in a little bit.
Oh, we did Lanier Falls was the trail that we did this morning, and it was really great, really pretty. Not more of a rapid than a fall. So if you're used to the James River State or James River Park in the city of Richmond, it's more like that than like Crabtree Falls going.
Or any river that has a rock step where water flows and drops down. That's kind of like what we looked at today. So we didn't run with our phones this morning, so we don't have any picture or video of that, but you can definitely hear it once you get up to the spur trail to go to Lanier Falls. You can actually hear it as you're coming through. So the entire park is pet friendly. You just got to keep them on a leash at all times, but all the trails, everything accepts you're allowed to have pets along with you. So that's kind of cool. And since we always travel with our dogs, it's nice to be in a place where we don't have any issues taking them along. It's one of the downsides of being out west sometimes is that some of the national parks out west, you're not allowed to have dogs out of your vehicle. So it's which is unfortunate because the trails are so nice out there. But it is what it is. That's super cool. All right, it's really cool. You can just walk along this whole rock face that comes along the river. It's pretty neat. So to get down, you got to come down these stairs. Hey, shh. And it's a lot of stairs. All right, so we finished our hike yesterday down to Raven Rock, and I thought that the pictures out there were really neat. You saw all kinds of stuff along the river that was really cool to kind of be able to go down. And then we had a quiet last night. It started to rain, so we didn't have a fire or anything like that, but it was nice just to sit out. The tarp worked perfectly and kept us dry the whole time. And then this morning we got up and took the dogs down to another hike called Fish Traps, which took us back down by the river. So
it was nice. There's lots of hikes that let you see the river, but not actually like kind of get in or go close to the river.
Yeah, so it's a good park. It's a good place to come, and we've enjoyed our stay here the whole time. It's been a nice, quiet, safe place to be. So
very safe. There's lots of park rangers here.
Yeah, lots of park rangers.
lots of park rangers, so there's lots of eyes around the park all the time. And the dogs enjoyed it too. It was really dog friendly.
Yeah. So this was our trip. You know, we started off dropping Jacob off down in Charleston, and then we came up here for a couple of days, and it's nice to get away. The van's done great, so our adventures will continue. This is Dan
And Emily.
Henry and Sam from Ramblin' Ambition, and we'll see you next time.